Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Following up on a couple videos ago, the video I'd done on the Sony lens lineup being the weak spot for the Sony line of cameras, especially for the E-mount series and for, the a6000, the A7 series and whatnot. I have a solution that popped into my head that would be satisfactory for me. Now, it's not a viable solution at the moment because it's not available as far as I know. But my solution is to go with Sigma lenses on the Sony bodies. I really like the a6000 as a camera. I have a hard time getting as good a value for the body as I can in lenses, and that's what I was explaining in the last video. There are some good Sony lenses, but they're very expensive ones. The lower price ones don't perform that well in comparison to Nikon and Canon and Panasonic and whatnot. But if I could get the Sigma 17-50 f2.8 OS for the a6000 or the successor to it for those series of crop series, because you're not going to run that one on an A7 full frame. But you could run, for instance, the Sigma, the new, the 24-70 OS f2.8. That would be a nice lens on there. But if I could get the Sigma crop sensor lenses, the 17-50 OS f2.8, the let's see, the 8-16 is a beautiful little lens. I've had that for my Nikons and I love it, wide angle. And then of course there's the Sigma 50mm f1.4 art lens. Now that again, you'd have to get that in the E-mount if you want to go the a6000, although you'd be able to get it in the mount for the A7 because it's a full frame lens. But basically what I'm looking at is, I think a good value in camera system is if we could have an a6000, or say the follow-up to it, the a6100 when it comes out, and I could have the Sigma lenses in the mount for it. I don't want to run any adapters. I want a native mount for the Sigma lenses. I think I'd be very happy with that system if I could have my 17-50 f2.8 OS. I could have the 8-16. I could have a 50mm f1.4 art lens in that mount, and then you can add whatever you want for the long gun. Say the 70-200 f2.8 OS if that was available in the mount. That's a beautiful set of lenses that's going to leave me nicely covered and going to make me very happy about shooting an a6000 or an a6100. Conversely, same thing with the A7 series. Yeah, I'd love an A7 S Mark II. Beautiful camera. A little bit of what I want to spend right now, but a beautiful camera. And if I could get that camera with this series of Sigma lenses, I'd be very happy to use the Sony bodies and use the Sigma lenses. That would be my solution to what I perceive to be a lack of lenses, especially in the lower priced, good performing lenses, such as I can get on Nikon or Canon, that I just can't get in Sony without spending an awful lot of money. What do you guys think? Would that do it for you? I mean, these new Sigma lenses are performing amazing. The Sigma 17-55 f2.8 OS, incredibly performing lens. 8-16 Sigma, beautiful lens. 70-200 f2.8 OS, always been a good lens, even before they had the OS version. So, and obviously the art lenses are phenomenal. The Sigma 50mm f1.4 art lens is preferable by a lot of people to Canon and Nikon lenses of the same type of lens. So, would that do it for you? Would you be interested in an a6000 and a6100 with those lenses available if they were available in the mount so that they were native? Would you be interested then in the Sony cameras? Or conversely, in the A7 series, would you be interested in that camera more if you could get all those lenses covered from Sigma in the right mount? What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. To me, this is a great solution to what I perceive to be the main weakness is the lack of lenses in the Sony lineup that are a good value for your money. Without spending top dollar. There's great lenses in that lineup at top dollar. There's not at a reasonable price. So let me know. What do you guys think? Is the Sigma a good solution? Leave it below. Let's discuss it. And we'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks a lot.